everyone, this is Marika and welcome back to another session of Community Health Nursing. In our previous sessions, we have discussed various physical aspects of a person's environment such as housing, ventilation, air, water, noise, climate, and we also discussed about dietary patterns, marriage, and customs and taboos. In this session today, we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, which is education. So what is education? Education is the process of acquisition of knowledge. Education is a process of acquiring knowledge which will help us to lead a purposeful and a meaningful life. Education is provided to each and every individual. Education is the basic right of each and every individual so that the individual learns, adopts and develops such kind of attitudes and skills that will help the individual to lead a purposeful and a meaningful life. So education is a process in which we not only acquire the knowledge about something, but we also start to develop a certain kind of attitude and skill which will help us to live a better life. Why are we studying about education here? Education is a very important part, especially in healthcare system. When we have to provide the healthcare to the people, when we have to provide health services to the people, education plays a very important role. Education is considered as the integral part of preventive services, and education is achieved through communication. When we have to provide education about something, when we have to impart the knowledge about something, we need to communicate with the people. We need to communicate about the message, the ideas, the facts that we have to the people. So education is achieved through communication. Education is one of the most important part of healthcare delivery system and services, which majorly includes preventive services. Here we have to understand how does education influences our health status. Education is a process of providing information to the people. Education is a process of giving out, imparting the knowledge to the people. So education is giving out information to people which will help to increase their knowledge about the topic. And it is believed that the knowledge that is gained by the people with the help of education helps to determine the attitude of the person, and the attitude of the person helps in developing good behavior of an individual. Therefore, education is directly related to the behavior of the individual is related to the maintenance of the health of an individual, as well as health promotion can be achieved. So here we have seen that we have education. Education is a way of imparting knowledge to people, right? Education is achieved through communication. Now, how is education related to the health status of an individual? Education is helping the individual to improve the knowledge that he or she has on the particular topic. When the knowledge of the person is improved, it helps the person to develop the right kind of attitude, and the right type of attitude determines the behavior of an individual. And when behavior is developed properly, it helps in maintaining the health of an individual. When we are talking about education here, it does not only mean the general education that is provided through schooling and colleges, but here we are also talking about health education. We know how important health education is and what is the impact of health education in bringing changes in the behavior of the people. Health education is very important in providing healthcare services for people to understand what kind of behavior is to be followed to achieve health behavior. Health education is not just about providing knowledge, imparting the ideas to the people, but also making sure that people bring the necessary modification in their behavior, people bring the changes in their behavior so that it will help in maintenance of the health. Providing the right type of health education will bring the changes in the lifestyle of the person. And there are so many different kind of diseases, there are so many different health issues that can be treated and prevented with the right type of lifestyle. So for people to have the right type of lifestyle, for people to follow the right kind of lifestyle to prevent any kind of diseases, they need to have proper knowledge. They need to have awareness about what kind of diet they should follow, what is the kind of physical activity that they should do, and also and also what are the various things that are contributing negatively to their health and what modifications they can do. When right kind of education is provided through health education to the people, it will help the people to bring the necessary modification in their lifestyle, which will help them to maintain their health status. Let us move on and see the aims and objectives of education and health education. The very first aims and objectives is obviously to provide knowledge, to bring awareness among the people about the right type of activities, about the right type of lifestyle that they must adopt in order to maintain their health. The main aim of education is to impart the knowledge. So to provide knowledge about those kind of activities which will help in health promotion is the very first objective of health education. The second objective or the aim of health education is to create interest among the people by teaching them the benefit of the activities that they perform. When people are told about the various type of benefits that they may achieve after adopting certain behavior, it creates awareness, it creates interest among the people. The third objective of health education is to improve the skills and attitude of the person. To bring the changes in the attitude and skill of the person is one of the major objectives of education and health education. As I said in the very beginning, education helps us to not just increase our knowledge, it is not just about acquisition of knowledge, but also developing that attitude, developing the skills which will help us to lead a better life. Another important aims and objectives of education is to help people become self-reliant. Education helps the people to understand how they can become self-reliant, what are the various benefits of being self-reliant, and what are the various ways through which they can achieve self-reliance. Another aim and objective of education and health education is to bring the necessary changes in the behavior of the people or to encourage the people to adopt healthy lifestyle. So these are the various aims and objectives of education in general and health education. Now, education when provided to people brings a lot of changes in the behavior of the person because of the increased knowledge about the concept and the changes that is brought in by the individual in order to improve his or her life. And it is seen that education, when it is provided to female, is one of the main reasons for better health. How is it possible? Why is educating the female main reason for better health? It is seen that when women are educated about all the different aspects of health, educated women will not have early pregnancies that might lead to various complications. They also maintain the spacing or the gap between the children when they deliver. They maintain their personal hygiene. They care for their children and their family members better, and they also utilize the health services available better. Educating female is one of the main reasons for better health. Therefore, educating female is one of the main reasons through which better health can be achieved. Illiteracy is also seen to be majorly associated with various diseases and various problems that the world is facing, such as poverty, malnutrition, and mortality rate. And various studies that have been conducted have reported that education helps in reducing several health problems and several other problems that is faced by a society. When we take our country, India, and compare Kerala with other states, we see that the child mortality rate is only 14 per 1,000 births, whereas in several different states in India, it is 71 per 1,000 births. Why am I citing an example for Kerala? Kerala has a child mortality of only 14 per 1,000 births, whereas many different states in the same country has 71 per 1,000 births. So what is the reason for this? The reason mainly found for this is that Kerala has much higher literacy rate than any other states in the country. Kerala is the most literate state of our country. Therefore, we can conclude that illiteracy is related to several problems that we face in our country. When there is high literacy rate, it reduces the rate of infertility, maternal mortality and morbidity. as well as infant morbidity and mortality rate. When you are educated, when you have the right kind of education, when you have the knowledge about what you should do, what you should not do, what is causing the disease, how you can prevent the disease, and what are the various health services that are available if I suffer from any kind of disease, all this kind of information and knowledge will help the person to maintain the health. When the person is illiterate, when the people are illiterate, when people do not have any kind of knowledge, it is obvious that there will be several problems that will be persisting in the society which will not be solved because people are not literate, people do not have enough knowledge. And so illiteracy is highly related with several problems that we, and therefore illiteracy is highly related to several problems that we find in the world even today. Let us move on and see what are the different roles of healthcare providers. The very first role of healthcare providers is to provide education to the people. Providing the right kind of education, giving out the right kind of information to the people about various health related problems, health related matters, and various health services in order to make sure that people are aware about the health services that are available, about the diseases that might occur, about the diseases that might be found, and about the various preventive measures is one of the first function of healthcare providers. The second major goal of healthcare provider is to provide the opportunity for the public, for the people to find out, to analyze, and also to set goals on various health related matters. As a healthcare providers, and our responsibility is not just going out meeting to people and providing services, but it is about involving the people and teaching them how to find out, how to analyze, as well as how to set goals to maintain their health. As healthcare providers, we are not only supposed to go tell them, communicate to people about various health related service, but also we should give opportunities for the people and teach the people about how they can find out about the problems, what are the various symptoms that may occur, how they can find out about various problems that they might be suffering or their family members might be suffering, how can they analyze such kind of situation, how they can plan their health goals, as well as how can they achieve the planned goals. The third role of healthcare provider is to teach the people about the various benefits of the activities that are taught to them. In the very beginning only, I told when people are taught about the benefit of certain activities, only then we feel encouraged to do. When we know that we are going to achieve something after I do a certain activity, I feel like doing that activity because I have an end goal. So people are to be told about the benefits that they can achieve after adopting a particular type of health behavior. Another important role of healthcare provider is to make sure that the people are aware about various health behaviors and health related matters. Now, it is our responsibility as healthcare professionals, as nurses, to educate the people. Usually, health education is planned according to the need of the particular community, right? But we need to make sure that people are also aware about various health related facts, various health related information. It is not just about the need of the patient. It is not only about providing education when the patient needs it. We should also be able to make sure that people are aware about various health related facts, health related services, and health related matters. Another important role of healthcare provider is to teach people about adopting the solutions for the problems that has been identified. So there can be several problems that will be identified by the people, but after the identification of the problem, what are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to handle the problem that is identified must also be taught by healthcare providers to the people. And the last role of healthcare professional is to provide knowledge to the people about promotive, preventive, curative, and rehabilitative services. Usually, the healthcare services are focused on providing care to the person who's sick, providing care just to the sick people. But people must be made aware, and as healthcare professionals, it is our duty to make sure that people are also aware about various preventive and promotive services along with the curative and rehabilitative rehabilitative services. So to summarize, today we have discussed a very short but a very interesting topic, which is education and health education, in which we've seen how is education important, what are the various ways through which healthcare professionals can help people achieve good health. I hope the class was helpful, and I'll see you all in the next session. Thank you and have a good day ahead.